Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Rusty McCranie, and welcome to Weather Express. Your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, it's another day where severe weather is going to be fairly widespread from the plains to portions of the east, and even some active weather out west as well with heavy rain and storms. We'll get into where we're going to have the most intense weather today, and right now it's going to be in the southern plains. Area of low pressure southeast Oklahoma, trailing boundary back into West Texas. Along the leading edge of this, all the red polygons, severe thunderstorm warnings. The purple polygons, tornado warnings. We've had several of those. Portions of East Oklahoma earlier into West Arkansas, including the Fort Smith area. This is just a very stout line producing winds of 70 plus miles an hour, several inch size hail, and the isolated tornado threat. Eventually, we'll see these storms even get going nearer this boundary into West Texas and the Texas Panhandle. It's going to be another active day a little bit farther north as well. Another area of low pressure in the eastern sides of Kansas. Along this frontal boundary, we're already getting some severe weather. We had an isolated tornado warning just to the southeast of St. Louis. Watch that develop here in real time. So again, active weather there along that boundary. Again, back into the southern sides of Indiana, then south of that into the eastern sides of Kentucky and Tennessee, numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. Again, the main threats with those will be winds of 60 plus miles an hour. But look how widespread the activity is again for today. When we take a look at the current watches that are into play, you're going to see a lot of purple on the map. Those are going to be tornado watches. Unfortunately, there's several of them here, so that means we all have to deal with the opportunity for tornadic storms. Again, in Arkansas, it's 1.5 inch size hail, winds of 70 miles an hour. For Illinois, it's 1.5 inch size hail, winds of 70 miles an hour. And for Texas, it's 2 inch size hail and winds of 70 miles an hour. These are very dangerous storms, very intense storms that could cause a lot of wind damage and destruction overall. That's where we have our enhanced risk of storms as that whole complex pushes south and east. That does include the Dallas-Fort Worth area as well. Then you have the slight risk in yellow that again goes back into the Panhandle of Texas towards Little Rock, and in secondary area towards St. Louis and southern Illinois. More storms are possible, by the way, in the northeast eventually. Now, they're not going to be severe, but this will all be coming up. We're going to have some rain today for the Great Lakes. You can already see some of the rain here through the Tennessee Valley and into the western side of the Carolinas. It's going to be high and dry in Florida for today. Behind the storms, very windy conditions for us here. Temperatures that are in the 60s and 70s. Wind gusts, again, Lubbock. Behind that dry line, 50 plus mile an hour winds. And again, we have some rain right now in the plains, the northern plains, the Intermountain West. Storm system will again try and come back on shore here into the Pacific Northwest in the coming days. But for now, things have quieted down a little bit in those areas. When we look at the current advisories that are into play, it's all going to be focused along the severe weather threat and the opportunity for excessive rain. Do you guys see all that green? That's a flood watch for a lot of areas. This red, we could have over 6 inches of rain, Dallas, Fort Worth, southeast Oklahoma, western sides of Arkansas. Flooding is going to be a big concern, even up towards the St. Louis area. It's going to be a problem. All right, let's get into the models. Here is the HRRR model, our high resolution rapid refresh. Look, man, we are in severe weather season here in the United States, and central and the eastern sides of the U.S. will be prone for more severe storms in the coming days in waves. If we go back to the beginning of this, again, look at this just line up. Tonight, it's going to be more of a wind threat with isolated tornadoes, Missouri, Arkansas, the northern sides of Louisiana. Area of low pressure gets into the Great Lakes with storms there. Then for tomorrow, some of the active weather gets into the northeast. Like I said, again, Pennsylvania, New York, even towards Massachusetts and Connecticut, Rhode Island will see storms, non-severe, but they'll be out there. Another secondary pulse of energy with more severe storms and a wind threat from the Tennessee Valley, mid-south, all the way back into East Texas for tomorrow. Just really active weather. This is the risk for tomorrow. Again, central Texas, through the Tennessee Valley, into the Ohio Valley, in the western side of New York. And then 2 days out, it's still just a green marginal risk, which will more than likely be elevated, but it's the same areas. This front and this boundary is stalling out. Again, you want the quieter weather, you go back out towards the west. When we look at the potential for rain over the next 6 to 10 days, you're going to see those areas in the southern plains stay wet, will dry out eventually to the north and to the east. But for the short term, when we take a look at the total precip here, again, portions of Oklahoma, East Texas, and Arkansas. You look at the scale, 5, 6, 7 inches of rain, some of that in a 24 to 48 hour period. We'll get widely scattered showers out west, heavier rain moving back towards the east as well. But the bottom line is, again, it's going to be active across the country, especially in the plains and the Ohio Valley as well. Friends, I'm out of time. Appreciate you making Weather Express a part of your daily routine. Thank you for taking a quick second to like and subscribe to the channel. It really supports us. Let me know in the comment section below where you're viewing from. You guys have a great, safe rest of your day. And I'm back tomorrow with your latest 5-minute forecast.